when me and my brother had a row. When I was a boy, we hadn't need for much. We always had provisions, clothes and food and such. I had one only brother, I had him all my life. We never took the trouble or to strive. One evening at the table, while food was being spread, my brother sitting next to me and father at the head. Mother served us sweet milk and poured it in her mugs. Brother swallowed his and then he drank mine in a chug. He looked at me contented and then he took a bow. Then me and my brother had a row. I told him he was in the wrong. He said I was misled. He added I was insolent and had a misshaped head. I said he was unpleasant. He said I was a louse. And then we took to quarreling round the house. We quarreled in the cellar and we quarreled in the attic. We quarreled in the kitchen and we quarreled with a haddock. I hit him in the backyard, I hit him in the front. I hit him with an object and the object it was blunt. We didn't stop to eat or drink or even wipe a brow when me and my brother had a row.
I'm the Highwayman. I make ends meet, just like any man. I work with my hands. If you cross my path, I'll knock you out, drag you off the road, steal your shoes from off your feet. I'm the Highwayman, and I make ends meet.
Have you ever heard of the Tithing man? If nobody's told you yet, I think I can. He lurks out there between the trees. From darkest shadows out he creeps. His lantern glinting on sharpened teeth is probably the very last thing you'll see. Let me tell you something about the Tithing man. He'll make your goosebumps flap and dance. You'll hear him wail like a clarinet. Your bones will rattle like castanets. You'll beg and weep like violins, but it'll all just end in violence. Run if you happen on the Tithing man. Hide from that lantern in his crooked hand. If he sees you, find a tree, whisper to it, leave me be. Whisper high and whisper low, 'cause only magic's gonna save your soul.
We all know the beast, Pilgrim. He lurks out there in the unknown, seeking those who are far from home, hoping never to let you return. Ooh, better beware. Ooh, the beast is out there. Ooh, better be wise and don't believe his lies. For once your will begins to spoil, he'll turn you to a tree of oil and use you in his lantern for to burn.
want you when you think you've lost your way. Come with me and join the forest. Come with me and join the flame. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la. Youth is such a fragile thing. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la. A fragile thing is what it is.
You know, dear boys and bird, there's one thing that I've learned. It's a very common saying among all us metallurgists. I'm a blacksmith, not a wordsmith, but the way things like this work is one must time one's combinations and consternations perfectly. Take the baker, for example, for dough can be a handful. He needs to knead and let it sit and rise, but he must not forget to make the fire in the oven ample. I think by now you've got the answer that you've sought. The way to win dear Adelaide's heart is to strike while the iron is hot.
Write a loving letter, boy, that swoops and sweeps and curls. Calligraphers are just the thing to help you win your girl. Then you'll need to dress up smart, the tailor's here by chance. You'll stitch your trousers, hold your belt, and find culture of France. Your shoes, my goodness, how they're worn, but you're too young to know. Nothing courts a woman's scorn more than scuffs on the toe. The cobbler can attend to that, meanwhile you must have cake. The baker and patissier need work, for goodness sake. Hi-dee-diddly-um-da-dum-da-day. What a merry time we'll have upon your wedding day. Hi-dee-diddly-um-da-dum-da-day. There's work for old and little boys getting married. That pointy cone upon your head, you can't be wearing that. The milliner, he'll fix you up with proper high silk hat. The bride, of course, she'll need a dress, on that we must agree. The seamstress, my young lover, oh, how grateful she will be. The rings, by gum, did I forget? Well, that's my favorite part. The vows, the whole romantic mess, now that's a jeweler's art. And so you see, your handiwork is yours if you're inclined. But our livelihood's at stake, so don't you go and change your mind. Hi-dee-diddly-um-da-dum-da-day. What a merry time we'll have upon your wedding day. Hi-dee-diddly-um-da-dum-da-day. There's work for old and little boys getting married.
It's time to move on, baby. It's time to move on. We've been too long in this house, honey. It's time to move on. It's time to move on, baby. It's time to move on.